DeepMind can now beat us at multiplayer games too. There's an article that comes to us from the New York Times. Well, Capture the Flag is a game played by children across the open spaces of a summer camp and by professional video gamers as part of popular titles like Quake 3 and Overwatch. In both cases, it's a team sport. Each side guards a flag while also scheming to grab the other side's flag and bring it back to home base. Winning the game requires good old-fashioned teamwork, a coordinated balance between defense and attack. So, in other words, Capture the Flag requires what would seem to be a very human set of skills, but researchers at an artificial intelligence lab in London have shown that machines can master this game too, at least in the virtual world. In a paper published today in Science and previously available on the website Arxiv, before peer review, the researchers reported that they had designed automated agents that exhibited human-like behaviors when playing the Capture the Flag game mode inside of Quake 3. These agents were able to team up against human players or play alongside them, tailoring their behavior accordingly. They can adapt to teammates with arbitrary skills, said Wojciech Sarnecki, a researcher at DeepMind, hopefully I got that name right, a lab owned by the same parent company as Google. Through thousands of hours of gameplay, the agents learned very particular skills like racing towards the opponent's home base when a teammate was on the verge of capturing a flag. As human players know, the moment the opposing flag is brought to one's home base, a new flag appears at the opposing base, ripe for the taking. Now, DeepMind's project is part of a broad effort to build artificial intelligence that can play enormously complex three-dimensional video games, including Quake 3, Dota 2, and StarCraft 2. Many researchers believe that success in the virtual arena will eventually lead to automated systems with improved abilities in the real world. And just another reason why we're not going to make Terminator, because Terminator is going to drop in, we're going to try and shoot him with a lead cannon. It's not going to do anything. He's just going to go shoot and kill all of us. So, yes, PC and AI and robots are planning to take over the world as we speak here. For as much as we know, I'm probably reading this article right now. I'm not even real. You ever think about that? I mean, we could be living inside of a reality so twisted that we have to have it unplugged from our head like the Matrix. We're essentially living in a simulation, and we're grown in little farms. Wow. No, no, but I'm not making this up, okay? Anyways, for instance, such skills could benefit warehouse robots as they work in groups to move goods from place to place, or help self-driving cars navigate en masse through heavy traffic. See, there you go. Valid point. I'm so glad you brought this up today, because I exactly wanted to go on this rant about why smart driving self-AI cars are so much better than humans for driving. Anyways, you've probably heard of me rant of this in the past. I don't want to bring it up again. I mean, unless you want to hear about it. If you do, let me know down in the comment section. Yeah, you're probably going to type right now, Taylor, you promised an article on it. Why don't you get on that? Well, it's a big, complicated process, especially if I'm going to go in-depth into this article and bring out some valid points. I don't want this to be a short, couple paragraph long article. I want it to be well-researched, have valid points. I could quote a couple people on it and studies on it and other articles on it too. So I'm going to be a little bit a ways, and it's still a hot topic for the most part. It hasn't really died out, so it'll come eventually. So games have always been a benchmark for AI, said Greg Brockman, who oversees similar research at OpenAI, a lab based in San Francisco. If you can't solve games, you can't expect to solve anything else. Until recently, building a system that could match human players in a Quake-like Game 3 did not seem possible. But over the last several years, DeepMind, OpenAI, and other labs have made significant advances, thanks to a mathematical technique called reinforcement learning, which allows machines to learn tasks by extreme trial and error. By playing a game over and over again, an automated agent learns which strategies bring success and which do not. If an agent consistently wins more points by moving towards an opponent's home base when a teammate is about to capture a flag, it adds this tactic to its arsenal of tricks. Well, kind of like humans do in real life. Now, in 2016, the same fundamental technique, DeepMind researchers built a system that could beat the world's top players at the ancient game of Go, the Eastern version of chess. Many experts had thought this would not be accomplished for another decade given the enormous complexity of the video game. Well, technology proved them wrong again there.